When we first came here, this area had been completely deforested. And we started to discover that in just 3 months of leaving this country, 200 trees were chopped down when we arrived back. Of course, we were very destroyed about it. You know, we thought this is a terrible thing that's happening to this region. We have to do something about it. So we complained to the local government, and they decided that we should become the custodians of this area.
The name Makasutu is a Mandinka word, and the direct translation from Mandinka into English is Maka means Mecca, as in the Saudi Arabia Holy Land for Muslims, and Sutu means forest. So basically Makasutu means the holy forest.
When we began in the beginning, in '92, there were not many animals in this region. So we set out to put a fence up and then to reforest this area. We then tried to plant around, in the 3-year period, around 20,000 trees into this region to forest it. At that time, the baboons were not even in this area at all. And after 3 years, the baboons started to come from various areas of the Gambia to live in this region. But there's lots of other different animals here, mongoose, crocodile, genets, you know, endangered species. There's manatee in the region. It's quite a place for wildlife, apart from the birds. The bird species in this region, I think there's about 600 or so different species, and bird watchers from all over the world.
According to folklore, we had tribal battles on the land, and a king from Mali had his head cut off here. There's also talk of dragons that live in the forest here, and it's called a ninki nanko, and it's a snake-like dragon creature. And also that there was 2 white men that were going to come here and actually tame the forest and I guess conquer the snakes and the dragons and the devils here. So there's been a lot of folklore about the area. We have a holy man, a marabout, who lives on the land here. The local people from the villages, they come to him for traditional medicine. They get their fortune told. We also have the ladies that go out on the river and they collect the oysters. The oysters attach themselves to the branches of the mangrove at high tide, and then the ladies go at low tide and they cut the oysters from there, and then they bring them back to Makasutu, where they burn the oysters, and they also make whitewash, like from the shells that they harvest also. So there's many different natural traditional techniques that still go on in the area, and there's a lot of these traditional methods or practices are starting to disappear now from the forest and from this region. So we really believe in trying to keep them established and try to promote it, and also show that local people, that their tribes and traditional cultures are really interesting to Europeans and people that aren't from Africa.